Seguimos en Juego de Tronos. Estamos con la carta que nos acaban de dar del Muro. Con estos hijos de puta, joder. A este ha pasado a nivel 13. Pues es una misión secundaria. O sea, podemos ir ahora, sí. Es más, vamos a ir. Frenesí, reloj. A ver, frenesí. Atributos nada, defensa lo tengo todo al tope, caballero de élite. Joder. Cambia piel. Y habilidades. Mazas. Mazas, sí, mazas. Vale, pues vamos. No tan salvajes, vamos a esa misión. Y a ver si podemos subir un nivelito en el proceso. Y además que siempre nos viene bien hacer estas cosas. Igual pillamos algún objeto chulo o algo de esto. O sea, son formas de ir alargando un poco el juego. Pero vamos, tampoco hay problema por ello. Vamos para el norte. Vamos para el norte. Que los viajes estos los hacen en un día. Son viajes de semanas y semanas, pero ellos en segundos. Ya estoy aquí. Vale, se entra todo por el mismo sitio. Que de hermanos hay por aquí, tío. Duncan Page.
Patrick, what are you doing here?
It's forbidden to talk to the prisoners, Moors. You'll have to move off. You
What?
whoever your friend is there.
This man is Sir Alistair Sarwick, a very old friend of mine. I can fully vouch for him.
I see. All the same, that's no concern of mine.
You said that Patrick was your prisoner. What did he do?
There have been some very grisly murders committed.
You must mean the brothers found with their chests cut open.
Adam Flowers was leading the investigation and has declared
Ni de
Patrick
coña.
the culprit.
It has nothing to do with me. You have to trust me, Moors.
Te creo, amigo.
I barely knew the murdered ones.
From what I understand, the crimes all seem to be wildling rituals. What makes you think Patrick is responsible?
Adam says he has evidence. I'm not supposed to say anything more, but everyone here at Castle Black knows that Patrick came to us from beyond the wall.
I'd like to carry out my own investigation with Alistair's help.
Well, I suppose I can give you access to the old stables where one of the murders happened. But you have to promise to me that you won't bugger up what we're doing.
Palabra.
My honor.
If you're a friend of Moore's, you can't be short of it. Tell the guard on duty I sent you. He'll let you through.
Thank you, Duncan.
Gracias, Duncan. A ver, se supone que iba... que tenía que entrar aquí. Media mano tiene que estar en algún lado.
Did you see the stark bastard practicing? He gave all the others a beating. He's a big fellow and bloody.
Eso sería enorme que John Nieve esté por aquí.
Finally home. Come here.
Your Momo, Corín, media mano. Hola, amigo.
May the others take me. Moors, your
Ahora sí más guapo,
what happened to you?
It's a long story, Halfhand. I will tell it another time if you don't mind. I'd rather you tell me how things are going here.
You did receive my message, didn't you? After the Gorn tribe fled in a
Sí, porque como no pueden mantener todos los fuertes, sellan los muros de los que... Bueno, los muros no, los caminos de los que no pueden mantener.
The wildlings attacked in force. I was there to protect our brothers, but things didn't go well. It was impossible to catch them. They would come upon a man alone, tear out his heart and disappear into the forest in a blink of an eye. There was nothing we could do.
You were responsible for the repairs, Quarren. The
Hermanos
security of our builder
constructores.
brothers came first. Is the work complete?
Yes, the doors are safely shut. Well, I wish those wildlings luck trying to open
Suerte.
them up again.
¿Cómo que suerte?
That is a good thing. We can ill afford a gaping hole in the wall. What became of the wildlings?
They're still out there. Once our brothers had safely returned to Castle Black, I took my rangers back to
El Muro no es mal sitio, la verdad.
Didn't wait for us to return. We need you, Moors. Help me find them before they can cause any more damage.
What did your trackers say? Do they have any idea where I should start searching?
The wildlings avoid Castle Black like the plague.
Se dirigen hacia Villatopo.
But they seem to be heading towards Molestown.
That's unfortunate. It's best if the villagers barricade themselves in their tunnels for a while.
Could you go there, Moors? If wildlings even left the slightest trace,
El
I know
carnicero.
you would be able to find it. Drive the fear of the butcher into their hearts.
I'll see to it, Halfhand. If they're in Molestown,
Yeah.
I'll find them.
Thank you, my friend. And watch out for yourself. Remember that these wildlings know how to get by unnoticed. I would not like you to fall into a trap that was meant for me.
If that's the case, I will make them
Mejor en mi
regret
cara.
that they didn't look more closely at me.
Para no fijarse.
So long, Ranger.
Vale, pues tenemos 2 misiones secundarias ahora mismo. Herrero del Castillo Negro. Ajá. Uy, boh. 5 de oro. Escudo del Lord Comandante del Cuervo. Ahora es la armadura de Arpi. Coraza de Brinden Ríos. 14 de oro. Venga. Ni vendiendo todo lo que tengo. O igual sí. No, no creo. No, ni de coña. Ah, pero me he quedado justo cerquita. Vamos a poner ese escudo. Escudo que no lleva sello alguno. Estupendo. No, vamos a hacer la misión del establo primero. Sí, porque es aquí, es en esta zona. Pues... what? Están rayando, macho. Hay un almacén aquí con uno de estos muertos. Me está rayando ya, primo.
And his dog tore the other one's throat right out.
Pero si le han dicho que me dan en un almacén. Todo mentiras, todo para timarme. Cabrones. Cabrones. Pues nada. Vamos a Villatopo. ¿O no? Sí, ¿no? Vamos a Villatopo. Está rayando. Vale, el almacén es este, vale. Hola, amigo.
I need to take a look around here. I've got Duncan's permission.
What about him?
He's with me and has permission too. Go and check with Duncan if you don't believe me.
No, I believe you. You can go through.
Clifford. Nombre cateturcio extremo. Clifford. Me llamo Clifford. Adam Flowers. No hay nada que arda. Hola, Flowers.
Flowers.
Moors, it's been a long time. And you, my lord. How can we help you? Have you come to join our order?
No, I am just here to accompany Moors on his voyage. I am Sir Alistair of House
De la casa Sarwick.
So, you're from the south. I would have enjoyed talking to you about the delights of the Riverlands. Unfortunately, I don't have much time to spare. I have an
No
investigation
tienes una
to lead.
mierda, eres tonto.
That's why I've come to see you. It would seem that Patrick has been arrested.
All our leads do point to his guilt, I'm afraid.
Eres
It's a
tonto.
grisly business. In total, 5 of our brothers have been found with their chests open and their hearts ripped out.
Could you tell us anything more about these murders?
Very well. It started with a group of builders who were sent to Icemark. 3 of them were
Joder.
murdered in grisly fashion. Initially, it seemed clear that it was a wilding ritual, carried out by the remnants of Gorn's gang, that you fought.
But there have been more murders since then, is that so?
Indeed. The steward
Chuletilla.
was murdered in Molestown, and Miles died right in the scene has been
Chuletilla.
identical, with wilding trinkets and the body in the same position.
What clues led you to believe
Chuletilla.
Firstly, Patrick was found beyond the wall. I've long suspected him of being a wildling.
Ajá, no eres un
He was
salvaje.
close to each of the crime scenes. At Icemark, he was one of the builders whom Halfhand was charged with protecting. As it happens, he was also there in Molestown at the very moment there was a murder in the tunnels.
He was with me when we were searching the tunnels.
That proves nothing. You must have killed him before that. Walder was with him at Sybil's, but he was in a drunken sleep just before the crime. Patrick must have taken advantage of this to take his leave quietly. And now the stables. Who do you think was found in the area? Him again. For me, it's absolutely clear. Patrick is the killer. It makes sense, as everything leads us to believe he's a wildling.
Patrick is one of us. What he did before he took his vows is of no consequence.
We care little for the past actions of our recruits, I admit. But we cannot ignore it if he proves to be a savage killer. Besides, the evidence is
¿Qué van a
overwhelming.
hacer abrumadores?
That isn't evidence. It's just idle gossip, and you know that just as well as I do.
Not on that alone, Moors.
What evidence? Is there more?
Searching carefully through his belongings, we found some wildling objects.
Esa ya sí es un problemilla, pero...
They were well hidden, but they bear a striking resemblance to the dire things we found where each of the murders happened. It's best you start believing it, Moors.
Que no,
I
hostia.
have fought alongside Patrick. He's a loyal brother. I'll do my own investigating.
Vamos a dejar luz
Do
esta
as you
aquí.
wish, Moors. But just remember that I'm the officer in charge, so
Te
try not
meto.
to get in the way of our work.
Que te meto. A seguir el hocico. Olorcico. A ver, una mierda de rastro. Yo diría que lo he perdido, pero bueno. Vale, aquí está game. Aquí ya me he perdido, no encuentro rastro alguno. Sniff, sniff. Aquí lo he vuelto a recuperar. Aquí estás.
Morse, you're back, and it seems you brought a southern friend. Is that him?
We'll have to talk later, Lothar. We're in the middle of an investigation and have precious little time.
I'll wager it's about the murder of Miles. Am I right?
Era un viejo amigo mío.
He was an old friend of mine.
It seems Miles came to these outbuildings before he died. Were you here then, by any chance?
Aye, I saw him leave the building with Patrick just before his tragic death.
Patrick, you say? Yet he claimed not to know any of the victims.
Let's go back and speak to him.
I swear to you, he wrung his neck.
No seas el asesino, Patrick, por favor. No seas el asesino, por favor.
Duncan, I need to ask your prisoner a few questions about the murders.
Very well, but be quick. I'll give you a few minutes.
Thank you. Patrick, you know about the rumors going around that
Es un salvaje.
You know it's all horseshit as well as I do, Moors.
But Adam seems to have found several wildling objects in your belongings.
Someone's trying to pin it on me. I've no idea where those things have come from.
If that's true, I won't let them execute you. Believe me. But I've just discovered that you were seen with Miles near the outbuildings, right before he died. Earlier, you claimed not to know any of the victims.
Te acabo de pillar.
If you're hiding things from me, don't expect my help.
I made a promise, Moors. I swore by the gods.
You're about to be shortened by a head, Patrick.
You would betray the word of a brother? Wasn't it you who taught me that the bond that unites us is as strong as the wall itself?
Your silence does nothing to further my search, Patrick. And a murderer
Matando a nuestros hermanos uno tras otro.
killing our brothers one by one.
You no doubt speak truly. I got on quite well with Miles. I saw a lot of him since we returned from our mission at your side. However, he was worried since his fierce argument with What? He even intended to leave Castle Black. He was scared he'd be killed.
Miles was going to forswear his vows.
I tried to talk him out of it, Moors, but he made me promise not to give away his secret.
And do you know what was behind
¿Quién es
his
What?
argument with what?
It was something about a patrol they had both been in, but I wasn't able to find out anything more.
It might serve us well to have a few words with this What.
You've had your time, lads.
Pues a buscar a What. Toma nombre, What. 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 ¿Cómo te llamas, What? Estupendo. What. Hasta aquí arriba. Hola, What.
What?
Y pone Duncan ahí muy bien.
Of course, Moors.
I'm told you had a heated chat with Miles just before he died.
Who told you that pile of steaming dung? I never had any quarrel with Miles. He was one of my best friends here.
Stop lying. You make an ideal suspect for this.
Atenta a las consecuencias.
Start talking unless you want to face the consequences.
Very well then. Miles wanted to go see the Lord Commander to tell him what we knew, and I stopped him.
¿Y qué sabía?
That's why we fell out.
What did Miles know?
There's a connection between the murders and the patrol we were in.
Ay, te has callado, estupendo.
Tell us about it.
Very well. 4 years ago, Miles and I were both part of a mission beyond the wall. We were on the trail of a band of wildlings. They found us first. I don't remember much more. Just that it ended in gruesome circumstances. One of our brothers had had his heart torn out by the wildlings. Miles was reminded of this when he heard about these recent murders.
So, all the murders are linked to this old patrol?
Even worse than that. According to Miles, the 5 brothers who'd been killed were members of it.
¿Qué dices, what?
We're being picked off like fleas.
So why didn't you mention this earlier?
Because my memory of it is very vague.
Claro.
As for Miles, he was certain the killer had to be one of us. A member of that patrol. He wanted to warn Lord Commander, but I stopped him. We can't go accusing one of our own based on vague memories.
Do you remember who was in the patrol? Who was in charge?
Not really, no. It was all so long ago. The worst thing is not knowing what's behind
Puedes morir en cualquier momento.
Thank you for your help.
Igual es el investigador este.
You should go check the patrol records.
Sí, seguro.
They might clear all this up.
You must find the one that's doing this, Mars. I really don't want to end up with a whole...
Va a ver, segurísimo.
Betrayal is taking shape.
There's more to do yet. Let's hope we find what we need in the Lord Commander's records. We risk finding further victims if we...
Pues vamos, pues que está clarísimo. Vamos, yo diría que sí, que es el investigador. Por eso quiere acusar a Patrick. Vale, aquí están los... Lo vamos a dejar aquí por ahora. Ya se está alargando esto mucho. Y seguiremos en el siguiente vídeo. Hasta luego. Hi, hi.